Hey guys, it's Amélie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we're gonna talk 2019 goals. So I'm a big fan of like New Year. I'm the kind of person who likes to say New Year, New Me, even though I don't plan on changing in 2019. But I just feel like it's always a fresh start. I don't know, there's something about the New Year that sounds powerful to me. So I don't know, I like to set goals for myself every year. And today I thought I would share them with you guys. So I've divided my goals into 3 categories. So we have reading, YouTube, and personal. So we're gonna start with my reading goals because I think this is always fun. This year I really want to challenge myself and get out of my comfort zone. I would like to, try new things, expand my horizons, and discover some new books because I feel like 2018 was kind of a meh year. I don't really know how to describe it. Like reading wise, I feel like at the beginning of the year, I was reading different things. I was getting out of my comfort zone. But the more the year went on, the more I fell back into old habits. I feel like I read a lot this fall, but yet I didn't enjoy that many of the books that I read. I feel like it was always like 3 or 4 stars at the most, but I didn't really found new favorites. So I've decided that this year I'm going to challenge myself a little bit more, and I've set these few goals to help me do that. So let's start with my Goodreads reading challenge. And this year I am challenging myself to read 100 books, and I haven't done this in a while. The last time I read 100 books was in 2015, I believe, and I read 108, I think. But in 2019, I really want to, bring this to a new level. So I'm hoping to be able to reach this. And yeah, I'll be tracking my progress on Goodreads, and the link to that is in my description box if you want to follow me there. So now let's talk other stuff, like that's not Goodreads, that's just like challenging stuff that I'm trying to do this year for my reading. So the first thing that I want to do is read more classics, and I know it's a lot of people's new goal when it comes to reading, but I really genuinely plan on reading more classics. I feel like whenever I read classics, I kind of enjoy them. Like, I know some people don't like them and it's fine, but personally, like the classics that I've read, I've actually quite enjoyed. But I feel like it's a great understanding of like literature and like how we came to be where we are now. And I don't know, I enjoy reading classics. But in order to make that doable, I've decided to set myself a more specific goal than just read more classics, because that's a goal I set for myself every single year and I never end up really doing it. But this year I've decided that I will be reading the entirety of Jane Austen's work. I have an anthology with all of her work, like all of her 7 novels. I got that in England, like in Bath when I went there last fall, and I haven't even opened it yet. But I just thought that I would finally get to read all of her work, because I've read like 2 of her books, and Pride and Prejudice is one of my favorites. But I want to find out what she's written other than Pride and Prejudice, So I will be trying to read her entire work over the course of 2019, and I'm quite excited. So the second goal that I'm setting for myself is actually something that you guys probably won't be able to relate to, but I'm gonna try to read more Quebec authors this year. I feel like I don't really read Quebec literature. I mean, we have some great authors. I am aware of that because I work in the library. I see a lot of them, and well, I don't see them in person, but I see a lot of books by them, and I know they're fairly popular in Quebec. So I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna try this, and I'm gonna try to read 1 book by a Quebec author per month. So this is gonna be very out of my comfort zone because I don't tend to read a lot in French. I mostly read in English, unless like the original book is in French, then like I'll read it in French. But other than that, I tend to just read English books because I mean, that's what I love to read. I don't know, I just feel like the popular books on BookTube I tend to read, and most of them are like English. So of course I'm trying to read what everybody else is reading, I guess. But this year I really want to make it a challenge to read more Quebec authors. My next reading challenge, and my final one, because I feel like I already have a lot here, but I have decided to participate in the Pop Sugar 2019 reading challenge. And this is something that they've been doing for like the past 4 or 5 years, and I wasn't really aware of it. I remember trying to do it, I think it was last year, and I just gave up because it seemed too complicated. But this year my friend Kayla over at Kayla Blogs has decided to participate in this, and she's been like talking about it and like what she plans on reading and everything. And I just thought that it would be a fun idea to like challenge me, because they have some prompts that are very challenging. So this is the sheet with like all the prompts. So I'm just gonna read you a few that I think are like very outside of my comfort zone. A book set in Scandinavia, a book set in space, a book written by an author from Asia, Africa, or South America, a book with a zodiac sign or astrology term in the title, And they also have a more advanced section, and they have like some stuff that I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to complete, but like a cli-fi climate fiction book, a choose your own adventure book, a book that has inspired a common phrase or idiom. Some of these I'm not sure I'm going to be able to complete, but I've already crossed out like a few already. I don't know if you can tell from this sheet. So that's exciting, and I feel like this is a great way for me to push myself and try new things. So I decided to participate after my friend Kayla decided to do this. Let me know if you guys would be interested in like me talking about books that you could read for each prompt. I know my friend Kayla already has a blog post about this where she gives her suggestions and like what she plans on reading, and I'll be leaving the link to that blog post in the description box as well. But I don't know, I feel like it could be fun to go through this if you intend on participating as well. And I could be giving you guys recommendations and maybe also talk about some of the books that I plan on reading for these challenges. So yeah, just let me know. I think it would be fun. So that's it for the reading portion of my goals. As you can tell, I'm really trying to do new things this year, and hopefully that will be a success, but we'll see. Now let's talk YouTube. So I started my YouTube channel back in March last year in 2018, and I cannot believe that it's almost been a year. Like, oh my god. I've discovered this outlet that I absolutely love, and I really want to take it more seriously in 2019, and I've set a few goals for myself to help me get there. So okay, so the first thing that I've decided that I'm gonna be achieving this year, I'm hoping, well, I set myself a subscriber goal, but I know it's not about the subscribers for me, but I just feel like if my channel's doing great, like if I do these other goals, my channel's gonna grow. So it's just like in order to motivate me to get like these other goals done, I guess. So I'm hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm currently at about 100, and I'm very happy with what I have. I'm really thankful for you guys, and like I'm so surprised that people are actually like subscribing to me. I cannot believe this, but if you're not subscribed, by the way, the subscribe button is just down here, or down here, I guess, for you guys. I have been wanting to grow my channel because I feel like I created this channel in order to talk to some people, and like it's great having this small community, but I wanted to grow so I can talk to more of you guys and make more friends and just like get to know you guys a little better. So I guess I'm just setting this for myself. Like I said, it's not like my big goal for the year for YouTube. The next thing is probably the thing that I'm going to be focusing on YouTube next year, and that is to create more foundational content for my channel. So I feel like my channel so far has been a mix of like things that are going on in my life. So like I'm doing vlogs, I'm doing like hauls, and that rhymed, but you know, I feel like I'm not doing great foundational content. Like all my content is a lot, like mostly time sensitive. I don't create that much evergreen content, but I know it's like the base of YouTube, and in order to grow you have to create content that people are actually excited to watch and that they are actually searching for. So I just want to focus my time and effort into creating more foundational content. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop vlogging at all. I actually have a few vlogs planned for the future, but I just want to create more content that, I don't know, is like a foundation for my channel. My third goal when it comes to YouTube is to get more comfortable vlogging in public and talking about my channel with other people. I don't really like saying that I'm a YouTuber to people in real life because I feel like people will just make fun of me. But I don't know, I feel like every time someone mentions it, someone is like, hey, you're a YouTuber. I'm like, yeah, it's this thing, but I get like super uncomfortable talking about it. But the thing is, I'm super proud of my channel and like what I've accomplished so far, and I feel like it's a great creative outlet, but for some reason I'm just ashamed of talking about it. But I want to get more comfortable. I'm proud of this, and I should feel proud of talking about it to people. I feel like people know, but some people don't talk about it with me. But when people do, like I have friends who talk about my videos and I get super uncomfortable, but I'm happy that they're watching me, you know? This next goal is gonna sound super stupid, but for me it's important, and it's just make more friends in this community, just be more part of the community. And I feel like so far, because my channel has been divided in like lifestyle and booktube, I've been kind of left out in this community. This is how I've been feeling. I feel like I don't really have like any close friends here. Like I have my in real life friends, but I would like to make some YouTube friends as well. And this is why I joined YouTube to begin with, because I wanted to make friends and just like get to know more people, and I just haven't really been doing that so far. And now we're on to the last part of my goals for 2019, which is my personal goals. I have a variety of goals that are like more personal. I have stuff that are like health related. I have career stuff. I feel like in 2018 I didn't really focus on myself. This saddens me, but I cared a lot about other people's opinion. I tried to do things the way other people wanted me to do them, and I feel like I haven't really focused on myself in 2018. I've been just doing what other people wanted me to do, and it burned me out. Like, I went through a lot of existential crisis. I cried myself to sleep like countless times, and I don't know, it was just a really stressful year overall, and I want that to change in 2019. I really want to take 2019 to invest in myself. Like, I really want to start taking care of me and like putting myself first. I know it sounds super selfish said like that, but I feel like I was losing sight of who I was. I need to change that in 2019. I really want to, you know, get back to the happy person that I was before and just like be confident in myself and my abilities. And I don't know, I want to feel more proud about who I am, because I am proud of who I am. That's the thing. I'm proud, but I care so much about other people's opinion, and I need to stop doing that in 2019. So I've set some goals to help me get there. So the first one is health related, and of course I have to talk about my weight. I don't know, I want to lose some weight in 2019. I'm not saying a certain amount. I'm just like, it's not even because I want to look thin, even though that would look great, but I want to feel more healthy. And like, I didn't care so much about my weight before. Like, yes, it did bother me a little bit that I was overweight, but what was really the deal breaker for me was when I went to my doctor's this year, and she told me like, oh my god, you're overweight. And I never was overweight before. Like, I was fat in the sense that like I was a bit round, and I never really was super thin, but I was still in the normal healthy part of like the spectrum. But this year my doctor was like, you're overweight, you're really gonna have to, like, I would consider getting healthy if I were you. And I was like, oh my god, like this was a shock to me, because I knew I was fat, but I never thought I was overweight. But I really want to take it to be more healthy and implement some healthy behaviors. I feel like I've been eating super unhealthy, so one of my goals is to get into more healthy habits and eat more healthy. And I also want to drink more water, because I feel like I am not drinking enough water. I used to, but I don't know why I've been slacking, and I got back to drinking soda for some reason, and like, it pisses me off so much. So I have to get back on track with my water intake, because that's important. I also want to start exercising. Like, I want to find a workout that I love. I need to find something that I enjoy doing, because I hate running. I hate most workouts. So I need to find something that I actually enjoy doing. Next one is travel related, and I want to travel outside of Quebec at least once. When I travel, I feel like I'm more creative, I'm more happy, I'm more revitalized when I travel, and I want to do that in 2019. So in 2018 I went to Disney World, which was great, but in 2019 I would like to travel wherever that is. Could be like a weekend trip to Toronto, or like to New York or whatever, or it could be like a 2-week-long trip to, I don't know, California, Europe, wherever. I'm just hoping that I will be able to travel in 2019. Next is career-wise. So you guys know that I've graduated in September, and my goal for 2019 is to find a job in my field of studies, because so far I haven't found a job. And I have had a few interviews, but I feel like I haven't been taking this whole job search thing very seriously. I'm working part-time at my local library, but it's becoming something that I rely on a little bit too much, so I need to start like actually actively apply for jobs and just like find something. So yeah, hopefully this will happen in 2019, because otherwise I will cry if this doesn't happen. Like, I will feel like such a failure. I already feel like a failure for not being like already employed, but you know, whatever. Next is it kind of goes with my career thing, but I want to get my own apartment. So far I've been living with my parents because I've been waiting to get a job, so I was like, once I have a full-time job somewhere, I can just like move. But it hasn't happened so far. And I'll be honest, I'm driving myself a little bit crazy at my parents' place. Like, it's great, I love being home, but because I don't have to pay for anything, and like, it's great. But I'm also driving myself a little bit crazy because I feel like I'm always being watched, I'm always being judged for what I'm doing, and I cannot do things on my own terms. Like I said, it kind of goes hand in hand with my job thing, but if I don't find anything until the end of the year, I will be trying to move out on my own, because like I said, I cannot do this anymore. So those are my goals for 2019. Leave me a comment below letting me know what your goals are for 2019. I'm curious. I want to see if we have anything in common, or maybe we could just help each other out and hold ourselves accountable. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I guess that's it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.